Hi and welcome. Today we're training with a foam roller. We'll work on flexibility, release tension through the body, and massage everything from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Place your foot on the roller and start rolling it forward and back, massaging the sole of your foot. Now step onto the roller and press down into it. You can hold onto a wall if you need extra support. Then switch sides and prepare the tissues of the other foot as well. Press your foot into the roller and rise up. Push the roller down into the floor. You can always hold on to something for balance. Lower down, and now we'll start rolling the shins. Come onto all fours. Place the roller next to your leg and roll from your knee down toward your ankle. First along the inner side. Then the outer side. Start with around 8 repetitions and gradually build up to 10 or 15. If this is your first time, 8 is more than enough. If you feel any sharp or unpleasant pain, stop the exercise and move on to the next one. Switch legs. Gently press your shin into the roller. Lengthen through the crown of your head and press through the foot that's on the floor. Roll along the inner edge. Push the floor away with your hands and don't drop your head. Stay aware of your posture. Now move on to your sacrum. Sit directly on the roller with your pelvis. Your feet are in front of you and your hands are placed behind you. On the exhale, gently tuck your pelvis and begin rolling along your sacrum, starting from the top and moving toward your tailbone. Don't roll onto your lower back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Press your feet into the floor and return. Turn slightly onto your right glute. Place your left hand on your right leg. Roll 8 times. To make it deeper, cross your right ankle over your left side and increase the stretch through the tissues. Switch sides and roll along the glute from the pelvic bone toward the lower back. If you'd like more intensity, cross the leg over again. Now lie down so the roller is placed between your greater trochanter and your pelvic bone, right in that soft space near your hip crease. Begin gently tilting your pelvis forward and back. The top leg presses into the floor. Press through your forearm and move the roller slightly lower down the thigh. Continue rocking forward and back across the fibers. Press through your forearm. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. If it feels too intense or painful, pause and rest. Now add movement along the fibers, moving up and down. For more intensity, lift the leg that's resting on the roller. Press the leg in front of you firmly into the floor. Turn your body as if you're coming into a plank position. The roller is now under the outer part of your thigh. Roll along the fibers. Keep your pelvis neutral. Gently draw your tailbone and pubic bone towards your sternum. Push the floor away with your hands and keep your shoulder blades wide. Bend the knee but don't force a 90-degree angle. Instead, reach the knee slightly back while maintaining tension through the thigh and keeping your pelvis neutral. Now we'll add a circular movement. Start rotating toward the roller. Lift your knee away from the floor and roll down. Come back up and rotate again. Press through your forearm and add circles in the opposite direction for 8 repetitions. Now we'll roll the inner thigh. Place the same leg you've been working with onto the roller so your knee, shin, and foot are supported. Roll from the knee slightly outward, just a few centimeters. Then reposition the roller and continue rolling through the middle of the thigh, also slightly side to side. Keep your pelvis neutral. You can move the roller closer toward the groin. Pause there and lift your heel upward. Your thigh will rotate internally. Keep your pelvis stable. Gently draw your pubic bone towards your sternum and lengthen through the crown of your head. That's enough. Now let's compare how your body feels. Sit tall and extend your legs in front of you. Lower your head and begin sliding your hands forward along the mat as you flex through your spine. If sitting with straight legs feels uncomfortable, you can bend your knees slightly and move into a forward fold. Reach through your arms, lift them up, and compare both sides of your body. I'd love for you to notice that the leg we worked with feels lighter, longer, and more comfortable through the hip joint. Now repeat everything on the other side. Again, place the roller between the greater trochanter and the pelvic bone. Rock forward and back, lengthening through the crown of your head and maintaining axial length through the spine. Now move the roller slightly higher toward the middle of the thigh and continue rocking forward and back. This helps restore and relax the muscles after training, improves circulation and lymphatic flow, and brings elasticity back into the tissues. It also improves flexibility. Now add movement along the thigh. Press the leg in front of you into the floor and roll forward and down. You can lift the top leg away from the floor if you'd like, but it's not necessary. If your pain feels like a 10 out of 10, stop the exercise. If it's around an 8, lower the leg back down. Come into a half plank position and bend your knee. Reach your knee back while keeping your pelvis neutral. Only bend the leg as far as you can while maintaining length and support through your lower back. Now roll along the leg. Press through the leg that's out to the side and keep your body aligned. Keep breathing. Holding your breath creates tension. Add a circular motion. Roll down, rotate toward the roller, come back up, and repeat. Now reverse the direction. Keep breathing. Your breath will support your recovery as well. Finish and move into a comparison stretch. Come into a spine stretch forward. Reach through your arms and feet. Lengthen your spine toward the ceiling. Relax your shoulders down toward your pelvis and broaden through your collarbones. Inhale into your lower back, and on the exhale, reach forward and lengthen. Compare both legs and notice how your spine moves now. Now we'll move into the rib cage. Place the roller slightly below your armpit, under your ribs, beside your chest. Lengthen through your pelvis, bend your knees, and lower your arm onto the roller. Lower your head down. Your spine will flex. On the exhale, push the roller sideways and lift your head. Curl. On the inhale, lengthen down through the crown of your head. On the exhale, lift again. Push the roller down. If it feels uncomfortable, place a towel over the roller. Keep your knees bent and your pelvis neutral. Begin gently rocking forward and back. You're massaging the side ribs where tension often builds from posture or tight clothing. Switch sides. Bend your knees. Lengthen. Open through your side body. Inhale. And lower your head. You can place your hand beneath your cheek for support. On the exhale, push the roller sideways with your ribcage and lift your head. On the inhale, your ribs expand like an accordion. On the exhale, push the roller away and lengthen through your ear, opening through your collarbones. Stay neutral and continue rocking gently forward and back. The movement is very small. Your chest shouldn't be fully pressing into the roller. Now move toward the back of your rib cage. Keep the roller under your lower ribs. Bend your elbows and place your hands behind your head. Extend backward, lower your head, and open your sternum. You can also roll your pelvis slightly forward toward your tailbone. On the exhale, tuck your pelvis, lift your chest, and maintain the pubic bone drawing toward the sternum. Press your feet forward into the floor and roll yourself back. Then reach your knees forward, roll toward your shoulders, and push again. Keep your pelvis in a posterior tilt. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Your head rests in your hands and your shoulders stay relaxed. Now move into a position where your left leg extends out to the side. Your hands are under your shoulders and your pelvis stays neutral. You can gently explore anterior and posterior tilt. Reach your knee toward the ceiling and begin bending your left knee. Shift your pelvis, rib cage, and head toward the left. Push the floor away with your hands. Now begin shifting back while maintaining a neutral pelvis. Make sure you're not tucking or arching excessively. Place your left hand on the roller and begin pushing it to the right. Rotate and exhale. Press the floor away through your foot and shin. Keep your knee reaching toward the ceiling. Lengthen more forward rather than dropping down. Imagine twisting like a corkscrew. Now switch sides. Extend your right leg out to the side and keep it straight. Find a neutral pelvis. Make sure you're not collapsing into the knee. Shift back and lengthen through the crown of your head. Don't drop your head. Push the floor away with your hands. Feel your pelvic bones widening. Now place your hand on the roller and rotate to the left. Push the roller away. It's beside your left knee. Lengthen, exhale, bend your left elbow and press through your left hand. Inhale and return. Maintain support through your right foot. Now come on to all fours. Lift your toes, press through your feet and hands, lift your pelvis, and move into an inverted V. Move your shoulders slightly, lowering and lifting them. Lengthen through the crown of your head and broaden across your collarbones. On the exhale, lift your pelvis. Imagine your pelvic bones reaching up the wall behind you. Step slightly back and move into a plank. If your pelvis tucks and your legs can't straighten, return to the previous version with bent knees. Now lift your pelvis up again. Bend your knees slightly, press your feet back into the floor and return to plank or all fours. This becomes a spring-like movement, almost like a small jump. Step and lift. Step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Take a wide stance. Your body is on a diagonal. Place one hand on your sacrum and the other on your lower ribs. Bend your right knee and exhale as you press away. Lengthen through the crown of your head and use your hands to broaden through your lower back. You can lower your arms or place them behind your head. Press your right foot firmly into the floor and imagine the entire back of your body reaching toward the ceiling like a magnet. Lift, open through your sternum and lengthen. Exhale as you lower, broaden and lengthen. Then lift again. Step forward and switch legs. Now your left foot is in front and your right foot is behind. You can hold on to something for support. Place your hands on your sacrum and back ribs again. Press your sacrum into your hand and your hand into your sacrum. Lengthen and broaden through your lower back. Don't collapse into the front leg. Instead, let the leg support and lift you upward. This exercise is wonderful for your lower back, your support system, and your glutes. You can place your hands behind your head. Press away, and on the exhale, lift up, reaching your sternum slightly toward the ceiling. Lower again and open through your shoulders. Return to standing. If you have extra time, you can repeat spine stretch, do a seated forward fold with straight legs, or a standing roll down. And that's it for today. I hope your body feels lighter, longer, and more relaxed after this practice. If you enjoyed this workout, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next classes. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next session.